one thing most of us know is fried food is delicious, especially when it's prepared right. There's nothing like that crunchy golden texture and delicious unique taste. It's what customers crave. When you're in the business of serving fried foods, achieving both a high degree of quality along with a reasonable level of profitability can be a challenge. That's because there are so many factors to weigh when choosing the frying equipment that will best serve both of those goals. All of these factors add up to what Frymaster calls your total cost to fry. Cost to fry is why shopping on price of equipment alone leads to short-term gain, long-term drain of energy, oil, food quality, and consistency. Frymaster's award-winning OCF30 oil-conserving fryers have been specifically designed to help lower your cost to fry by delivering savings in those areas that have the most impact on your frying operation and the profits you earn. When you factor in the time to cook, the people you need to cook it, the power you need to heat the oil, the cost to fill the fryer and replace the oil, it's easy to see how costs add up, increasing your total cost to fry. This can make or break what you thought you were earning on this important part of your menu. Consider these two French fry operations. Both produce the same amount of food per day. While Operation A started with less cost through the purchase of a less expensive standard fryer with a 50-pound fry pot, Operation B paid more for a fully featured oil and energy-conserving fryer. But look what happens in just a few months. The total cost to fry equalizes between the two operations. The trend continues, so that by the end of the first year, it has actually cost Operation A more and Operation B thousands less. At Frymaster, we constantly innovate and build fryers to the highest standards because we know that while equipment costs are not insignificant and need to be managed, it's less about what fryers cost and more about what they can save you that counts. We know that performance, efficiency, and reliability are going to represent the best value for you. In fact, the Frymaster OCF30 delivers so much in the way of operational cost savings, many food service professionals agree there is no better value in a fryer on the market today. The Frymaster OCF30 excels, to the extent that we were awarded a Kitchen Innovation Award for it in 2008. The OCF30 features a 30-pound fry pot that is uniquely designed to cook the equivalent of a 50-pound fry pot, which means from the first time you use this fryer, you've just saved yourself 40% in oil costs, and it doesn't end there. Over the course of the year, as the illustration demonstrated, the savings accumulate dramatically. Some higher volume accounts are seeing savings reaching over $5,000 annually. How does the Frymaster OCF30 achieve such efficiency?
One of the things with the OCF30 family of fryers, both gas and electric, was our market research, which let us work with customers. One of the things that they were looking for is oil savings because of the high price of the oil. We found out that we could actually cook the same products that we cook in a traditional 50-pound fryer in much less oil, and thus brought about the smaller 30-pound fry pot.
Plus, we added an automatic top-off, which replenishes the fryer with fresh oil automatically. Not only does this minimize oil handling and extend the life of the oil, it always keeps the oil the freshest it can be, which keeps the cooking standards consistently high. The quality of fried foods is very dependent on the quality of the oil they're cooked in. Oil is lost through absorption into the food being cooked. Traditional fryers with larger pots tolerate poor frying habits, such as not topping off regularly.
One of the things that we learned with the OCF30 experimentation and the development of the fry pot itself was the impact of fresh oil and how it relates and extends out the oil in the traditional fryer. The OCF30 has 30 pounds of oil in it, and the ratio of the fresh oil that's added in is higher than it is in the traditional fryer. This really helps to maximize the life of the oil.
This is just one of the many ways that the OCF30 helps you to extend oil life. The other is through our Smart For You 3000 controller and the onboard Frymaster Footprint Pro filtration system. Conserving or extending the life of your oil is key to your overall operational efficiency and the quality and consistency of the food that you serve. First, the OCF30 through the 3000 controller is fully programmable to make customizing, then initiating a cook cycle simple and with push-button ease. There are 20 individually programmable product keys with indicator LEDs and a customizable menu strip for one-touch product-tailored operation, and access to the OCF's cool mode to reduce energy and heat stress to the oil during idle periods. And the controller compensates for changes in cooking load. Cook times are automatically stretched for heavy loads and shortened for small loads. This ensures consistent, high-quality products with every cook.
One of the innovative things with the OCF30 fryer is the control itself that we use for it. The general market control is able to prompt the user to filter after a certain number of cooks, and in doing that it helps to maximize the oil usage and to maximize the operation for the fryer itself.
A simple acknowledgement through the push of a button is all it takes to initiate the step-by-step filtration instructions. It only takes 2.5 minutes to clear crumbs and sediment during operation. The OCF30 also has the option to tie into a bulk oil system. There's less oil to heat and filter, so as much as 10% less energy is used. Cool mode for idle periods means less heat in the kitchen, less energy being used overall within the fryer itself, and less stress on the oil. Further contribution to lowering your cost to fry. And the Frymaster OCF30 exceeds Energy Star guidelines and is approved in the U.S. for energy rebates as high as $1,000 in some areas. Cleaning and maintenance has been made easy and safe too. Frymaster's famous open pot design means there are no tubes to clean around, and the electric model features elements that lift and lock out of the way to make cleaning easy, safe, and unobstructed. Of course, you don't become one of the world's leading fryer brands without great service. Frymaster's service is legendary, but it starts with a quality product built to exact specifications, thoughtful design, and reliable chain-proven components and systems. Easy to use, easy to maintain. Remember, your total cost to fry includes many factors. Profitability depends on managing them, lowering their cost with no sacrifice to capacity and quality. What you invest in upfront will determine how successful this area of your menu performs for years to come. And when it's performance you need, trust a leader, Frymaster and the OCF30. 40% less oil, 10% less energy, outstanding results.